Hi everyone, welcome to my channel today. It's Lynn here. How's everybody? I hope you're doing well. So in today's video, I want to share with you how I have created this beautiful envelope mini album. So here on the front, I have decorated the envelope with some lovely purple ribbon and a with love sentiment. Over here I have popped a little rose which represents a little stamp. So what you do here is this will just slide off lovely like so, and then to open your envelope, it's not an envelope that is stuck down, and you will see why in a moment. So just open your flaps like so, and there inside it's so big I cannot get it all in. So inside I have decorated my envelope with the Butterfly Kisses paper pad. So without further ado, let me show you how to create this gorgeous envelope mini album. So to get started, I am using a piece of my lavender paper from my little paper pad. I'm also using my envelope punch board, and I want to create an envelope that measures 5 by 7 inches. So on the punch board, it gives you your card size, paper size and your score line. So I want 5 by 7, which is just here, and it tells me I need a piece of paper or card that measures 9.5 by 9.5 inches, which is this piece, and that I need to use scoreline 4 to create my envelope. So what I am going to do is line my paper up at 4 inches, and I want to punch score my line. So we now have this, and then what I want to do is I am going to now ignore the measurements at the top, and all I need to do to create my envelope is line the score line I've just made up to this little notch, so you can see this here, line it up with the little notch there, punch my hole and then score my next line. Then again I will turn my card around, line my score line that I've just made up with the little notch, punch and score my third score line, flip it around, line it up for the last time, punch and score. Now what I want to do is just fold and burnish my score lines. Okie dokie, so I folded all of my score lines to make the envelope, and then what I would like to do is I want to decorate the envelope. So I've got this gorgeous Dovecraft Butterfly Kisses paper pad, and I have had this absolutely ages, and I haven't really used much of it at all, and there's some gorgeous papers in there, so I decided I must get around to using some of these lovely papers. So okie dokie, so I've decided to use these gorgeous sheets here, which are beautiful purple roses. So the easiest way I found to get my corner pieces was flipped my paper around and I drew around the shape like so, cut that out and then measured it up, and it was just a case of if I needed to trim a little bit off, that's all I did to make a little border, and I find that is the easiest way. And again, for the larger piece, I did the same. So now what I am going to do is, once you've got your two pieces, all you need to do is either draw around it and then cut it out, or just lie it across the top and cut your second corner out, and then do the same with this one. So once you've cut that off, just pop this onto your paper and cut around it or draw around it, and you get, this is a 6 by 6 inch paper pad, so I have got my two pieces out of one sheet. Okay, so now all that I want to do is I've popped some glue just down these two sides and up these sides here. And what I am going to do is just stick that down, and we have our lovely little border around. Then I'm going to glue my other three pieces. Okie dokie, so I've just popped my little envelope to one side, and I've now brought in a piece of paper from It's a Beautiful Day design pad from the works, and it absolutely tones in perfectly with the colours on the papers from the Butterfly Kisses paper pad. So what I'm going to do is make myself another little envelope. So I just want to make a small envelope, and I want that to be 2.5 inches by 3 inches. So what I need to do is start with a piece of paper that measures 5 by 5 inches. Okay, and it says here that I need to score on score line 2 3/8. So I'm going to pop my paper in like so, and I'm just going to do like we did earlier, punch and score, flip the paper around, line your little notch up with this score line here, and punch and score. Okay, so I've just popped my two sides together with my glue. I've popped a little bit of glue up these two edges and along this side, the two sides, and I'm just going to fold that over and stick that down. Okie dokie, so next what I've done is I've taken a piece of card that measures 6 1/4 by 3.5 inches, and I have first of all scored at 2 5/8 and then 5 1/4. Fold and burnish your little card. I have just rounded my corners using my envelope punch board. Okie dokie, so what I've done next is I've taken a sheet of my paper from the Butterfly Kisses paper pad, and I've cut a piece down to 2 5/8 by 3 3/8. Then I popped it onto my trimmer and I cut from that corner down to the right hand corner. So I've taken my glue and I've just glued two of the sides, so along the bottom and up the side. And what I am going to do is just pop this onto my little folder like so. Okay, and then this piece I am running my glue along the top like that, and down this side I am popping this piece just in like that. So then that has made a couple of little pockets on the inside like so. Now I am going to close that up, and what I've done is I've taken a strip of my paper, same as the envelope. I also had some little pieces left over from this lovely paper, and what I've done is I've made a little closure, and then from the sheet with the sentiments I've just taken the with love sentiment and popped it on. Now I'm leaving that a little bit loose because once I start popping some little bits and pieces in, I will need a little bit more room. Okie dokie, next what I've done is with my leftover pieces of paper, I've cut the lavender one down to 2 inches by 3.5, and the roses paper down to the same size. Then I've taken one of my oval dies, the smallest one, and I've popped it into the center of my floral paper and cut it out. Then I have taken my glue and I've popped my glue around apart from this top piece here, so along the bottom and down the two sides, and all I want to do is pop that over the top like that. Okie dokie, so that's all stuck down now apart from the little top piece. So I'm just going to pop this to one side for the moment, and the last little thing that I would like to make is another little pocket. Okie dokie, so the next thing that I've done is cut a piece of my lovely glittery rose paper down to 1.5 inches by 3 inches. And then what I've done is I've taken the sentiment sheet and I've just cut out a couple of sentiments, especially for you, and at the bottom, special wishes, and a couple of little butterflies here, and I've just popped those onto the envelope. And next what I want to do is bring my envelope mini album all together now. So we've got our 4 little elements. Okie dokie, so I've stuck my little pocket down, and there I can just pop little bits of ephemera, little sentiments into my pocket. I've glued the envelope down, and then again, just by flipping this up, I can pop little bits into my envelope like so. and then flip it back down and stick that like that. I am not going to glue my little photo frame. I am just leaving it loose. I think if I stuck it down, I would struggle to pop anything inside there. So that one will just stay loose. And then the same with my little folder. I am not going to glue this in, because when you come to pop some little bits and pieces in, so I have got this little oval shape that I've cut out in that pocket, and then we've got a little square in that one, and I will pop that like so, and I am just going to leave that loose like that, and then you can, you know, pop little bits in and out, and it's also not going to affect your little pocket here. If it was glued down, obviously you wouldn't be able to use your little pocket. So just before I close it up, I just want to show you that I have left these flaps on the envelope, so the 4 flaps on the envelope, I have left them open at the top, and it is extra places to pop little bits of ephemera inside. So you have got all these lovely pockets. You've got your envelope to pop things in. You have your little pocket here at the bottom, and then the gorgeous little folder with the pockets inside. And all that leaves me to do now is just pop my envelope flaps over like so, bring my bottom flap over, and then close the top one, and I'm just going to flip that like so. I've then taken another little element from the sentiment sheet and just pop it in the corner as if it were a little stamp. Then I've taken this gorgeous purple ribbon and I've stuck the With Love sentiment on, and all I want to do to keep my envelope closed is just to slide that over the envelope like so. And yeah, there you go. There is my gorgeous envelope mini album. So I hope I've given you some inspiration to create your envelope mini album. And yes, that's it for today. Would you please consider giving me a thumbs up and also leaving me a comment? I would really love to hear from you. Would I also ask if you would consider subscribing to my channel? I would be ever so grateful for that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back again soon with another video. In the meantime, happy crafting. Have a wonderful day. Take care and see you all soon. Bye bye for now.